Hey, what is up guys? It's your boy Speed here, and today we're back with another video. Today we're going to be looking at Toro's Drow. I mean, this guy is 90.5% win rate. This is the highest I've ever seen. I mean, I've never seen anything like this over the course of 21 games. I mean, that is unbelievable. Like, straight up unbelievable. I mean, his win rate as of late, like, look at this. Just crazy. 100% on Dusa, even after her nerfs. Anti-Mage, who got a huge buff. Morphling, probably one of the top carries of the patch, but Drow, 90% over 21 games. We're going to do a very quick look at this, because I actually talked about Drow pretty recently, but I want to see what he does in this match that makes the hero look so good. On top of that, go sign up to the gameleap website, guys. I'm posting new content over there almost every day, and I'll see you there. The Dawn lane can be a little hard. She has quite a bit of kill potential on you, because, I mean, I wonder if he'll skill Gust. Basically, you can push her away with Gust, and that can be a good answer. He actually might do that. He does have Avenge, who has a stun, so perhaps he'll be able to get away with just skilling his E, but that's pretty unreliable. Either way, Q at level 1, pretty basic. They buffed the Q level 1 kind of a while ago. It's 10 damage, so you use it for range creeps, and you also use it to harass, right? The Q does not pull creep aggro, right? When you attack people, you don't pull aggro, and so you can get really aggressive at level 1. From there at level 2, yeah, he's holding the point. I think if he continues to get this Dawnbreaker low, he'll skill the E. And the E is so good. Only 50 mana, and with this sidestep facet, it's really easy to hit all three of the arrows, right? And so this ability has become really broken because of this facet in the lane. Like, I played with Drow recently, and I was super impressed with how good this hero actually felt because of the E. But yeah, he's holding the point. Typically not something you need to do. You just skill the E, get aggressive. For his next item, Blades of Attack. Okay, interesting. Picking up the Blades of Attack. So just prioritizing his damage here. Sometimes you'll see people pick up Fluffy Hat and Sage's Mask, but this makes a lot of sense. Oh my god, look at this damage. Oh, he killed him. Yeah, I mean, Weaver's a pretty squishy hero, but yeah, the Weaver stepped up, skilled the E, and it's super easy to kind of strafe. The Dawnbreaker gets aggressive, but with Weaver dead, there's no actual threat, and oh man, level 2 Frost Arrows, 20% slow, and that's a double kill. So yeah, I would say part of this is Weaver. Honestly, I think Weaver as a +4 is pretty terrible, and I think that's a big reason why he's getting away with this matchup. Typically against the Dawn, if the +4 is like really anything strong, you kind of have to skill your W, but the Weaver hero is so bad nowadays at level 1. They nerfed the heck out of its laning. Oh my god, he's dead again. Actually, I want to see this. Yeah, because old Drow, it's just kind of hard. Because with the E, you would either miss, right? Or, yeah, I mean, you would just miss. Like right here, he can kind of just move. And it's able to track the Weaver when the Weaver strafes to the right. That's just a kill. And he's super chilling. Gets to pop his wand. Oh, he didn't even pop wand. He got Lotused. Oh, okay, he is so blessed. Now, something he does seemingly every game is he buys Falcon Blade. Basically, first item every game before boots. There is no variation in this in his games. It's really funny, like zero. Really, really funny. And so next item, Raindrops. And I've been stressing to you guys, Raindrops, Raindrops, Raindrops. Wand 3 branches starting items into Falcon Blade, buy Raindrops. If you aren't a Raindrop buyer, you are bad at Dota on a ton of heroes. Like, this item is just broken on a huge portion of the Dota cast. Any hero that needs mana, remotely needs mana, should generally be buying Raindrops. Next item, we're going to pick up your treads, maxing the E because it's your farming tool. As he pulls, got his treads going. And at this point, I mean, if you get ahead with Drow in the lane, look at this E, it's so much damage because it works with Frost Arrows. And you get to chase with it, which is what's so good now. Old Drow, and I've made plenty of videos about Drow. What my advice was with Drow in the past is that the E has higher range than your attacks. And so in order to max damage, you'd have to E at the end of kills. But now you can just E at any time. In fact, it's almost better to E at the beginning, so it comes off cooldown faster, right? If the fight is very prolonged, you can E immediately now because you can move forward. And so, yeah, it's technically, in order to optimize damage, you still want to use it last if you think the fight's just going to be short, because it still is highest range, right? But still, you can use it early now in engagements and skirmishes. Because, well, you don't need to finish kills. Oh my god, they're just picking on this guy. Hits level 6. Gets the ulti. And this ult deals 50 damage, 30% chance to proc, and it goes through their armor, ignoring their base armor. Super high damage. something I learned recently is that Drow's precision aura does not get turned off when people are close to her. It's only the marksmanship, so she still gets the bonus agi. How this works, by the way, as well, is you give allied ranged heroes a percentage of your agility, so 1%, and you get 2%. So they get half, which is pretty good. And there are some combos with this. I don't think there's that many great ones that come to mind at the moment, but there's some, like Viper offlane, heroes like that, right? These ranged agi heroes. So at this point, looks like he's not really roaming, kind of just playing his area, playing his lane. I like his skill build. I think a lot of people greed, and if their game is good, they kind of just max the Q because it like gives more damage with the E, but I think the point and gust is way too high value, right? For stopping Dawnbreaker ganks, for stopping a Muerta gank, you know, for silencing Weaver to kill him, to kill Pango. You know, there's so many different use cases. Oh, he's actually playing to take the tower. So this is not something I'd recommend in most games, guys. I think because he's 6-0, he feels that he can do this. Plus, there was just a fight top, and the Dawnbreaker used ulti. So he knows that a lot of the resources are used, and this is the sign of like a top-level player, where they're hitting a tower, not because they just hit towers when they're ahead, but because Drow can die no matter how far ahead you are, right? This hero is not exactly defensively strong, as he eventually does go all the way back here, right? Probably fearing some sort of smoke. And he is very hesitant. Look at this, right? And he's hesitant to go back to his lane. He wants to. You want the lane creeps, right? But he's scared as he snipes out this creep, multi-shots the back camp. And this is risky. Like, he could die to a Pango gank here for sure. And that's why he's TPing out. He's like, I wonder if they were smoking to him. Yeah, they were. Boom. Dodges it. I wonder if he's going to be able to dodge this gank as well. Because Diffusal Pango is really good at killing Drow. Yeah, he's dead. Is he? He's so tanky. Oh my god. Dude, this Drow hero with these items is not easy to kill. I mean, look at this. They do get him, so unfortunately, a little bit off on the read. I was so excited to praise him again for dodging 2 ganks in a row, which is really hard to do as Drow, right? Because the hero is very slow. It's just not good in these situations, but okay, back to mid. He took the Frost Arrow damage because it's 3 times the damage of skilling the ability, and it works again on your E, so you skill that at 10. Kills off the large camp, medium camp, and you want to farm towards the lane, so he's free to farm bottom here because they were showing mid. Actually, TP's mid again and picks up the Pike. I love the Pike this game just because it gets you away from PA, gets you away from Dawn ulti. I would say the main one is actually Dawn ulti, gets you out of the calling. A nice kill here. And at this point, you want to get active. Once you have Pike, you want to show up the kills. Like, I love how, he uses the Pike to close the gap for the silence. Usually I hate doing that. I hate when players do it, but against Muerta, you kind of have to. She would get her ulti off. Okay, Blitz Knuckles, next item. I love this item build. I think it's, honestly, I'm a big fan of going to Shadowblade over Manta. Oh, as they are able to cancel the Dawn ult. Gust to stop the W. And gets the kill. Does finish the kill with the E. Round to the Phoenix. Lane creeps. But yeah, as I was saying, I kind of prefer the Shadowblade over the Yasha that a lot of people go. I just feel like it's higher damage because you get the damage out of the Shadowblade. It lets you position faster and better, in my opinion, just because you get to be invisible, and it gives a lot of movement speed. It gives way more movement speed than Yasha, I'm pretty sure, when you're in the Shadowblade. And you get to buy these Blitz Knuckles, which are really high DPS. It's much higher DPS than Blade of Alacrity. So yeah, he's even TPing into this top fight here. And this is, I mean, Drow does this really well now. Once you hit this Pike timing, and especially with these Blitz Knuckles, you have way more damage. Because the only problem with Pike is it's reasonably low DPS compared to other items. But, I mean, sort of. It's low DPS if you're just standing there and hitting, right? But the thing about Drow is she does DPS if she exists. You just need to exist. And so that's why items like Pike and Shadowblade are so strong. You just need to exist. I wonder if he'll go BKB this game eventually. Looks like he does have it queued up. It's usually pretty important to buy it against Pango. Otherwise, you'll just get chain stunned into a PA jump or something like that, or a Dawn ulti. Okay, TPing bottom here. Shielded Pango is a little weird. He's got a Shadowblade, so he wants to step up. Enemy team does a good job disengaging, but I see why you TP'd into that, right? You want to be active. You're on your Shadowblade. Timing. Here's the wave. Wave. What will he take at 15? Okay, multi-shot cooldown instantly. I saw someone take attack range, and I get it. Like, of course, it's attack range on Drow. Like, how could you not get it? But multi-shot cooldown with this sidestep, so good. Okay, Shadowblading over. Again, this is why I like the Shadow Blade. Just lets you kind of get around the map. Gust onto the Muerta. And you see how he executes these kills? He seems to do this most of the time where it's Gust, hit, hit, hit. Guy's getting kind of away. Multi-shot to finish. He seems to believe that that is the right way to go most of the time. Okay, gets Specialist Array. Silver Edge online, and he's taking stats. I didn't even notice. Okay. Just taking stats, yeah. And it synergizes with the Precision Aura, right? The more agi you have, the more you get from Drow. So stats are, they're a little bit more efficient on Drow. I don't want to try to, I don't think that they're like that good. Finds a nice kill on the Weaver. I don't think stats are like that impressive on Drow compared to other heroes. Like Morphling gets double, right? They're way better on Morphling than Drow, but still. Okay, I think because he got Aegis, he decides to go Butterfly. I don't think if he had, like, if the game was a bit more even, I think he would have to go BKB just because of the Pango. I do like the decision to go Butterfly when you have Aegis, because it just allows you to hit these tier 2s really fast, right? This Eagle Song helps a lot. Oh, almost finds the Weaver. And he is hunting. He's actually seemingly actively hunting with the Silver Edge. Okay, pushes out 2 bottom waves. TP's top. Notice how he doesn't keep going. Notice how he pushes the wave here, sees his team advancing, and instantly TPs. Again, a sign of a good carry player. You're on your timing, you have Aegis. It's still good to clear waves. Oh man, what an angle on the Gust. Catches the Pango, who has no Dispel. Such a good angle. And with Aegis, you can position like this. I mean, he's extremely tanky, very survivable, finds the PA. Another reason why he has Silver Edge this game, of course. Right, it's obviously very good against PA. But I think you can buy Silver Edge against no breaks. Like, it's just the fact that this item lowers the cooldown. It gives more movement speed. It's just a really high damage item on this hero. I also think Shadow Blade into Manta is fine, like not completing the silver or the other way around. And he does vary his items a lot. Like, I'll actually quickly show you guys. There's a lot of variation. You know, like in this game, he went Sanjin Yasha. In this game, he went Manta first before the Pike. He is doing it based on his matchups. Right? Because like this game, he's against a Dispellable Earth Spirit, maybe a Willow ulti, right? The Manta's good. To be fair, it's a good Pike game too, so he probably could have gone either. This game, he went straight for Silver Edge. I don't even exactly know who he's trying to break, like Centaur, I guess? Right? It is weird. He really varies it. I mean, treads straight into Manta. Manta Ags. Like, I would have to make a full video, and if you guys want that, you can comment down below. If a full video, finds the Pango. And on just Drow item builds and like matchups. Why would you buy certain things? Because I have opinions on all of it, but man, that would take a while to cover right now. But okay, a level 20 takes multi-shot damage. Not very surprising if you take multi-shot cooldown. Siege in the high ground. And at this point, you definitely buy BKB. Buying anyone who doesn't buy BKB in this position is just out of their mind. You hit for 8 billion, all you need to do is be able to hit. And especially against Pango, because if he rolls in, you get the BKB and hit him, which is super high impact. It basically stops this roll from being effective. Trying to kill off the Muerta. This fight's a little... Oh, he has BKB, he's fine. All right, last team fight we got going on. He's got an Aegis. Going Daedalus next, which, by the way, Daedalus has complete synergy with Silver. Silver does not have a crit anymore, so these items are very good together. Pikes away, hitting the Pango roll, which I stressed how important that is. Oh boy, yeah. See, I actually don't like the Crystallis in the inventory over the BKB, because I think what can happen is if you can't BKB and protect your teammates by hitting, when you get gone on, sometimes you'll die with the Aegis. Like, he swaps it in because he's like, kind of like, shit, I need my BKB out, right? Looks like it might not end up mattering in Silver Edge to hit. Okay, kind of wastes it there. Probably doesn't really need to break the Muerta, but still. Triple kill. And yeah, I mean, it ends up not mattering here, the whole BKB in the inventory. Probably just could have... This hero's damage late game is, like, absurd. Oof. Not even really using the multi-shot too much, honestly. And typically in the late game, guys, just something to note, you can lead fights with multi-shot to sort of poke. Right? Like, right here, he could have dropped the multi-shot. I think he's trying to use the Silver Edge. Like, he didn't want to... Yeah, he's just trying to use the Silver Edge to burst the Weaver. So, you like, it's more damage to hit out of Silver Edge than the multi-shot. But if you don't have a good angle and the fight's a little hard, you can just lead with your E because it's higher range and just poke. You know what I mean? If the fight's a bit harder, you can poke with the E. Especially considering it's a 9-second cooldown. It's so low. But, all right, that's going to be all. Really impressive. I think this hero is just super good right now. Especially if you go item builds like this. I think the build he goes this game, to me, is the most consistent for pubs. I think people who go hyper DPS are just like insane. I think it's so bad. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.
And that's all, but remember, before you leave, come on, before you tune out, subscribe to the GameLeap website, where we are going to help you get to the next rank. If you're stuck, click the link down below, and I'm out. Peace.